So the latest patch has changed a lot of how Call of Dragons work, and there are some items that you should really be saving up now for the future, some of which are not new, but some of which are pretty new. The first one will, of course, be hero leveling. Now, a lot of your heroes were brought back to their max level, which is going to be 60, but you'll see some of your heroes are not, and you would be really tempted now to use tactic manuals because it is now not going to be scrapped at the end of the season. You can use them now forever for heroes all the way to 60. There's no more limit. There's no more restrictions. So this is obviously something that people could want to do, but I would highly advise against doing anything with those manuals because you will now be able to save them up for the next many months. And when a new hero comes out and is at level 1, whatever, you will be able to come here and level them up all the way to 60. If you have millions of these saved up, you will be getting a lot of these on a regular basis from the Dragon Trail. So about 24 hours is about like 90,000 XP, I think. It's almost basically 100,000 XP per day. So if you do that for many months, you will have millions, which will allow you to level up your new hero, for example, the next mages, the next infantry, from 0 to 60 almost instantly. And for all of those heroes that you have that are like me, 58, 59, you can just work on them by doing Darkling, and they can still level by doing PvP. So you just don't need the manuals for them. It is going to be really important to keep as many of these manuals as you can for the future, especially if you're planning on unlocking new heroes, because that will give you a huge advantage the second they come out, instead of having to grind where you're limited with CP, which is obviously going to allow you to kill Darklings and stuff, but you will eventually hit a wall and you will not be able to level up until the next day and the next day. So having all of these saved up from now on, never use a single book, save them up forever. You will one day not regret it. Now, the next thing to save up, of course, will be migration permit. Once a week, you can buy this. Make yourself an alarm, do something, as you will not want to miss this. This is basically worth something like, you know, $5 or $10 every time in order to get one, as that is how much it would cost you in the pack. So you must be buying these when you can. They're not that expensive. It's pretty easy to get these coins from giving help to your ally, technology researching, as well as one troop builds that allow you to gather a lot of these points. So this is obviously something you should be saving up. Now, you know this already, but what is going to be another way for saving up if you are a low spender, and that is what we used to do in Rise of Kingdom for a long time. When you come here for the packs, this pack resets also once a month. So in 4 days, it's resetting. Now, you've seen I've bought the first 3 versions, which is like 5, 10, and like I think $20 or something. So this is the $68. So the $5 one gives you, I think, 1 token, 1 permit, and the next one gives you like 2 or 3, and then I think you get like 7 for how many I got total. So for like basically $30, I got like 7 of them, $35 maybe. So this is, you know, one of the ways to do it. So if you are a low spender or a very small spender, the best way is that every time this resets, buy at least the first or 2 packs, as you get really good value for money. You get, you know, 3 or 4 of those easy on for basically, you know, $5 each kind of thing. It's still expensive, of course, but you still get more stuff with it, which is training speed up, which is actually really good because they are never bad to have, and some resources and all that kind of stuff. So this is something every month you can buy the first 1 to 3 packs depending on your budget, and then buy the daily one or the weekly one in the alliance, and then you'll eventually be able to stack up enough of them to migrate without having spent hundreds of dollars. This is a long-term play, but this is really something that you don't want to ignore because it will come and bite you in the butt in the future. Speaking from experience in Rise of Kingdom, you can never have too many of these. Of course, I'm not planning on migrating anytime soon, but when I do, if I can, because I'm missing 20 of them, and I'm gonna have to spend hundreds of dollars if I want to migrate quickly, it just is really hard not to have them. So that is really a good thing to start saving. And lastly, we have this nice scrap store. Now, this is not new, and I'm not going to talk too much about it, but this is something that I still realize people forget. So every week this resets, you can buy these artifact, basically keys that are for the Forge of Light. These are amazing. You just need some of these tokens that you get from scrapping these guys. So, I mean, it's pretty easy to do so, especially once you've maxed all of the purple ones. And also, obviously, the legendary medals, because you will be needing them very badly in the future. Trust me, you will need them a lot. They're really expensive, really hard to get. There is no way to purchase them indefinitely, and new heroes do come very often, so you will never have too many of them. So do stack up on these. If you are thinking about playing the game for a long time, these are some of the stuff that you must be doing starting now, especially saving those experience books for the future, as you will need them and they do not expire anymore, as opposed to things that used to expire. So it's really nice change and will really benefit people who are going to be saving them in the future. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on my next video.